I'm coming to you to tell you the truth because I actually want to be your friend. I've had friendships where I have been totally graceful and honest about my feelings, and it was taken with defense, and it was taken in such a way where it's like, I don't want to love you anymore because I can't handle that truth. Hey, friend. So, one of the biggest things that people struggle with in friendship is telling their friends how they really, really feel, or how they interpreted something, or how something made them think, right? And a lot of us are afraid to bring these truths to our friends because we're afraid of how our friends are going to react to that truth. But what if I told you this? What if I told you every time you withhold the truth about how you feel, who you are, or what you're thinking away from your friend, you're robbing them of an opportunity to love you genuinely? Because every time you bring a thing to your friend about how you feel or your thought process, or whether it was something they did or something that you saw, you're giving them a chance at this point to love you more. And if you don't tell them the truth, they don't have an opportunity to love the real you. They don't have an opportunity to love you in a different way. Because if you think about it, if it wasn't that big of a deal, then you're like, hey, they made me feel this way, I'm just gonna, ghost them, or I'm just gonna cut them off, or I'm gonna reposition myself, or I know my place type of thing. Instead of saying that, you can literally say, you know what? I actually want our friendship to grow. I actually want you to love me in different ways in this season. So I'm going to come to you and actually tell you the truth. And maybe I misinterpreted something. Maybe there's something you can tell me to enlighten me as well in the process. But it doesn't help if I don't tell you the truth about something. Friendship is about us being able to tell each other truths so that we can really decide on whether or not we can truly love this person to a certain capacity. And it's tough hearing the truth sometimes. It's tough hearing that you made someone feel a certain way, especially if you care about that person. But this is when the friendships are tested. This is when you are able to show your friend, hey, you know what? I didn't mean it that way. I didn't intend on making you feel the way that you do, but because you brought it to my attention, I'm grateful because now I can love you in a way that is feasible for you. And that's very important in friendship. And a lot of people struggle with going to their friends to tell them the truth because they don't know how people are going to handle that truth. It's like, if I tell you the truth about who I really, really am, you may not love me anymore. You may not want to be my friend anymore. If I tell you that this really hurt me, you may not want to put in that effort or that work to even rectify the thing. And I'm not talking about, a party pooper. I'm not talking about, someone who's always complaining about something. I'm talking about someone who is genuinely in a friendship and you find yourself in a season of having certain thoughts and feelings that you really need to express to your friend, and you've been unable to do so. And sometimes it's even harder to do it with those friends that you've never had to express that type of stuff with. But again, this is an opportunity for your friendship to grow. This is an opportunity for them to love you better. That's why communication is so important, because I don't know what's on your mind. I don't know how you feel. But if you come to me and you say, hey, I don't like this. This does not make me feel well. If I'm truly your friend, I'm going to take that into consideration, and I'm going to use it as a means to love you in a different way and love you even better, because now I know the truth. Take that pill.